Hey guys, and welcome to this edition of Scruff's Garage. So today I'm working on my 99 F250, and today's project, if you notice, the gear shift indicator doesn't line up. The truck's in park, but you see it's sort of shifted over to the right, and sort of course that continues on as you put the truck into gear. I've already looked at this, and this little piece is the culprit. So if you're having this type of issue, stick around and we'll talk about how to get that fixed. Okay, so that gear shift indicator, there's a little adjustment wheel right there. So if you're looking from the steering column down, you see this white module. Right behind it, hopefully you can see that, there's the little black gear, and there's a little plastic piece, and you can see mine is broken. Yeah, so you see there's a bolt there that holds it on, and it's that little plastic piece right there. So that's what we're going to replace. That's this piece here. This is a metal piece. I got this on Amazon. I think it'll hold up a little better than the plastic piece. Obviously that lasted for 26 years, so I can't be too upset. Hopefully you can see coming out of that little gear is a little thin wire. It connects to a lever arm up there. We're going to put the truck down in first gear, and when you move the gear shifter, that piece there moves. So putting it down in first gear will bring it towards this little gear wheel and shorten the wire and make it just a little bit easier to get off. So put the truck down into first gear. You can see how that shortens the little lead coming out of the gear there. So we're just going to slip that off. So it's just a hooked end up there. We'll slip that off and then unbolt it, and we'll back the wheel off so that we can take it off. Okay, so I unbolted it. It's just a little 5.5 millimeter bolt. You can see the broken piece, and then we'll just spin the wheel to back it off the threaded piece, and then the little lever arm that's broken, take him off. Put the little wheel in. You'll notice on the wheel there's these little detents that actually lines up with a detent on this little lever arm. And then we'll fish this through. Okay, there's the new part installed. Make sure you tighten up the little bolt, and you may have to use a pick. Sorry, I don't know if that camera's focusing. You may have to use a little pick. Just get the loop end over the gear shifter, not too hard, and then you can turn the wheel to make micro adjustments to get the gear shifter indicator lined up the way that you want it to. Probably worth noting that little wheel is surprisingly difficult to turn, but it will turn. So if it's a little difficult at first, don't let that deter you. It will turn. Here we go. So now you can see, now it actually lines up with park. Or if I put it in reverse, drive, and so forth. So much better. And I'll leave a link to the metal bracket that I used that replaced this little plastic piece that broke. I think Dorman and some others sell the plastic piece, but it was kind of expensive and it was plastic. So I'll leave a link to the metal one that I got on Amazon. It was only a few bucks and certainly worth upgrading. So I hope this helps, and we'll see you next time here on Scruff's Garage.